Hey guys, it's Ashley and Alicia and welcome back to our channel. So for today's video, if you can't tell, we are repping University of
Central Florida.
Yes, so it's a really big video for my life. And so it's about me transferring from the University of South Florida to the University of Central Florida. If you may not know, we were freshmen there. Well, I was freshman there.
And I was freshman at UCF.
So this is recalling my experience and why I chose to transfer.
Yeah, and why UCF will be the best option for her and why USF was not the best option for her.
So make sure that you like and subscribe.
Tiffany tap that like button.
Definitely
Tiffany tap
do
that
that.
subscribe button.
Yes, right now.
Hit it.
Right now.
You gotta pause the video, just boom, hit it.
We'll remind you later on too, so.
We will, so if you're
Yeah.
not. Anyways, so on to the video.
Yeah. We just lost power.
Are you serious?
This is so weird. Is our house struck by lightning? This is what happens when you live in Florida. Do y'all see this? This is scary. Okay, so for the remainder of this video, I'm going to be doing it by myself because I guess my sister can't really explain like I can since it wasn't her experience. And I have a little notebook so I can stay on track. So for the first thing, and I want to say a disclaimer that it can work out for you. I know lots of people who love USF, so it's just my experiences and what led me to transfer. So I was in between the two schools. I was in between UCF and USF. They were like my top two choices, and I hadn't toured UCF in about a year, so I guess I should have toured UCF again, because then I toured USF and I was like, oh, I love it, because I guess I didn't remember how much I liked UCF as well. And Alicia already sort of made up her mind when she toured. She did not like it at all, so I don't know why, but I said I'm going to leave my twin sister, and I left her and I went to USF. So I started in the summer, and then something that kept happening, which I'm a person of faith, so I believe in signs from God that I shouldn't be doing something, and I was getting sick all the time, and I don't get sick that often, and if I do, it's like November, December, when it's like the weather is switching up a little bit. So I was getting sick. I had like a upper respiratory infection, a sinus infection, all during summer. I had, which I've never sprained or broken a bone, I sprained my ankle the first week of fall classes. I got a sty on my eye this past spring semester. I got food poisoning. I pooped in my pants. If you want a story time on that, I pooped in my pants also the first week of classes from Panda Express. So I was just sick all the time, which is not normal for me. And then also, I may tell Alicia to insert a picture of like our graduating outfits or whatever, but if you can see all the stoles and stuff, it's also on my Instagram. I was in a lot of clubs in high school, so many clubs and courses and stuff like that. I made a lot of friends, and I'm a very social person, and I wasn't making friends at all at USF. All the clubs I looked at, I wasn't interested in. They didn't catch my eye. They weren't my type of people. It just was not working out for me. Like, it was weird. It's just I could not click with anything at USF, and I'm trying to go to med school, and I can't be in no clubs and get into med school. So yeah. Also, I had really bad roommate experiences, especially my spring semester. We can do a story time on that one too, because she was sweet, but she was a whole hot mess. And then my fall one, she was alright, but it didn't work out. I ended up moving, and then she was a mess. So it's like, that was driving me crazy because both roommates snored, and like I couldn't sleep, and it was just really bad. It didn't work. I couldn't sleep. I was crying all the time. Oh, that leads me to my next point. But I was going crazy. I was sad. I lived a very happy life, and this was the saddest that I've ever been in my life. I cried all the time, almost every day. Like I was a sad person. And even my friend Tammy, hey Tammy, I had met her in the summer. She's like one of my really close friends that I gained, and she even could tell that I was like, from when I first started, I was so much happier back then than come like spring. And I mean, of course, every college student isn't going to be the most bubbly person spring semester, because that's like the devil's semester. But I was a different person. And, you know, I don't think any person should be this sad. I was also comparing my sister's experiences. She was having the time of her life. She was going to football games. She was making friends. She was in clubs. She was really living it up. She was connecting with her, she's right there. She was connecting with her professors, everything like that. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here. This is not what I expected college to be, and me and Alicia are so similar. I'm like, what is going on for her that's not going on for me? This is odd. So I was, you know, looking and seeing that my life can be better, and it should be better at school. So there's something wrong. And also the distance. So I live, should we tell where you live? Yeah, in Jacksonville. And so that's about 3 hours from Tampa. My sister was in Orlando. That's about 2 hours from our hometown. And like, for my parents to pick us up, it'd be a whole day trip. It was just too much work. And I like to go home. I like to get my hair done. I like to visit my friends back home. And it was just too much work for me to come home. Because if you don't know, Florida is a very big state. It's very long, like longitude, whatever. It can take you a long time to get somewhere, and it was just the traffic. Everything was just bad about like the distance, so it wasn't working out distance wise for me either. So those are the reasons why I left. Also, like, I was struggling in school. I mean, I got A's and B's the whole time, so, but it was a hard time through and through for me there. I was so ready to go home. I was sad. The people, everything, it's just like you can feel certain vibes, and I wasn't feeling positive vibes. Everyone at USF, which, I mean, I wasn't involved or anything, but everyone at USF is sort of go to school, go to class. There is not much hangout. USF doesn't really do many like fun activities for their students compared to like UCF. Like UCF does like skating. They have built like a Ferris wheel. They had during the winter a whole skating thing. Yeah, ice skating rink. They do so many activities for their students, a block party, pool parties, and USF doesn't really do that. I wasn't feeling any fun vibes. I'm here to study, but I'm also here to enjoy myself and experience those things. And USF is for more people who are super into their studies, and I don't know, it's hard to explain because I'm into my studies as well. I like good grades, but it wasn't what I expected, and it just felt dark for me. I don't know, the vibes, the feelings. So here's why UCF will work for me, the University of Central Florida. Okay, for one, I actually tested it out before I decided to apply, because as a freshman, you need to transfer, you need at least like over 30 credits. That's what they want from you if you've already started college, like a university. So I couldn't just go during spring semester and transfer to spring semester because I didn't have enough credits, and I needed to hurry up and decide if I wanted to during fall semester so they could do it, which it took me 5 months to find out if I got in. I applied in December. So I tested it out in November during Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, because I got out before my sister. And I stayed in her dorm. I went to her church club. We walked around, and then we went to the rival football game against USF and UCF. And I really just felt at home at UCF. I was so happy. I was enjoying my sister's friends. That's one of the things. I've already made friends with my sister's friends, and a lot of the people from my high school went there, are going there, and I was enjoying myself. I was like, I really can see myself being here. And so we looked at apartments. It was like, I just love this school. I do. Why did I ever leave or decide not to go? And yeah, it's also just gonna be closer to home, like I mentioned before, so that's really gonna be helpful. And it's gonna be cheaper. USF, I mean, all schools want your money, but like USF about money is a little bit, they sort of irritate me. UCF is way cheaper. USF is just comparing the two. I mean, my sister were taking like the equivalent of classes, and it's like hers is way cheaper. My housing, USF, they force all freshmen or all people living on campus for the first time to get a meal plan, and the food wasn't even good. Like, people were finding maggots on their lettuce. Like, I have this expensive meal plan, I can't even eat it because people are cutting open their chicken and it's raw and all this other stuff. So it's like, what am I supposed to eat? What am I supposed to eat? And then also, like, in the summer, they forced us to have a meal plan, and it was the most expensive meal plan. 6 weeks of my life, but I'm paying $1,000 for a meal plan. That is way too expensive. So USF just really annoys me with how they manage their finances and how they charge their students. And I think any USF student will tell you, like, it's really annoying because it's really expensive for no reason at all. Like, at all. My last reason why UCF will work for me is that I'll be with my sister. We're gonna have an apartment, so get ready for apartment tour video, apartment haul video for all of our stuff. It's gonna be just me and her, and our videos are gonna be really nice because it's gonna be in a new setting, well, come school time. So I'm really excited. I mean, I hated dorming. It sucked for me because I didn't have good roommate experiences. And so I'll be happy to be like in my own room with my own kitchen. I can manage how clean it is because my last roommate wasn't that cleanly, and I can just be me. So I'm really excited for the fall to come. And remember, if you're going to USF, you may just love it. There's always going to be things about a school that you're not going to like. So you'll just have to experience it for yourself. And the same with UCF. People transfer from UCF as well. So you gotta go through college and know what you want and what you don't want. And don't be afraid to transfer, because a lot of people think it's a stigma of transferring. You want to stay at the same school for 4 years. But my mom always let me know that it's okay if I wanted to leave. And I wanted to leave, and I'm leaving. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Please do that. I told you I would remind you. I'm reminding you. Like and subscribe. So thank you, and have a nice day.